go to the next one. Bolix says, "Hi, Abe. My name is Bolonardo. I have a fine arts background, and I'm trying to transition to 3D game development and begin grinding 4 years of self-inflicted self-teaching." Okay. Let me just go through this a little bit faster. Focus on becoming 3D character artist. Nice. My first character, Skullgirl, has a fellow form. Can propose and really want to practice and finish it. Okay. My UV's topology presentation. So, okay, let's take a look. Bolonardo. Let's say. Okay, Bolonardo. Cool. Same principle or same thing that I mentioned before. You don't necessarily need to include 2D stuff if you're not going to be a 2D artist. I do like some of this designer stuff. I've actually been learning designer this past couple of days because I saw a lot of like really cool stuff on the at GDC. I was like, okay, I definitely need to get it and start learning it. I think presentation wise, we can improve a little bit on the presentation here. So it will be important to work a little bit on the presentation. I just think the light's a little bit too harsh, like the shadows are a little bit too harsh. It's a little bit noisy as well, like the cracks right there I think are a little bit too much for this particular one. But I love the fact that you know like Substance Designer. It's a really powerful software. This one I love. This is a really good one. It's simple, but again, it's okay. It's well done. Nice optimization. I can definitely see this again, like in the Resident Evil game. Like this is the kind of stuff that you collect and rotate around, find a clue or whatever. So this one's fine. Love these breakdowns. UBs could be improved a little bit. There's a couple of areas that could be optimized a bit more, but other than that, not that big of a deal. Good, yeah, great. This is the reference? Yes, nice. Okay, so the only thing I can see compared to your reference is that yours, especially on some of these renders, the color looks a little bit less saturated, so you might want to saturate a little bit more. But I think you did a great job with this one. Again, we are in the same field that we just talked about, where things are a little bit too simple. Now, you said you want to be a character artist, and you did this character right here. There's a lot of little issues here that I'm seeing. First of all, yes, doing a pose character is more difficult. Usually, if you're going to be doing a pose character, it's going to be for like a statue or like a collectible. That's very common, and that's actually fine if you want to get into that industry. But for this kind of stuff, especially if it's going to be a character that's going to be deforming and stuff, you definitely want to do it in T-pose or in A-pose. Hair looks bad. Hair definitely looks a little bit too fluffy. I don't know, that hairstyle. Like I probably understand that you were learning about like hair cards, but I don't really like that hairstyle. I feel like it's way too much volume and it's not like flowing nicely the way it should. So I would be careful with that. In general, let's take a look. I like the fact that you went for a lot of like crazy poses. That's nice. Do we have some topology shots? Too many shots. That's another thing that I would say. There's definitely too many shots. You don't need all of the shots. Okay, topology. Yeah, haircuts definitely need improvement. In general, the topology is not bad. I definitely think it's a little bit on the heavy side of things. For instance, this is the kind of stuff that you want to be careful with. If you take a look at this, again, you usually want a uniform distribution of the elements. UDIM or UVs wise, you're fine. The amount of UVs and everything, it's fine. I do feel like the character looks a little bit like low quality in terms of the textures. What are you using to texture? Substance? Yeah, I feel like in general the textures look a little bit too dirty. Like I don't see a lot of like the stuff that I would expect to see. And yeah, we definitely don't need as many poses. My advice, Bolonardo, because it seems like you have a good understanding of the process in general, is improve the presentation, because you're going for a very contrasty, very intense presentation, and we definitely need to improve the textures. I'm not sure if you checked the Substance Painter one that I have, the one with the dwarf, but that one could benefit you, I think, because I do feel like you're going a little bit too hard on the textures. Like it's not the metal edge where it's just like the contrast and the saturation and things like that. It's a little bit too heavy-handed. Because modeling wise, it's fine. Like this model right here looks great. I think it's the texturing where we're missing, or we have some opportunity areas. So if you want to be a character artist, we need to do more characters. There's no other way. This one I'm modeling T-pose. Oh, okay. So that one was T-pose. This one was, yeah. So here's the interesting thing. I did not even click on this one because it looked like an illustration to me, and that's because of presentation. It just looks very flat presentation wise, right? So yeah, like the forms here on the skull, the forms on her face, I feel like they're a little bit on the weak side of things form wise. This is a high poly situation. Your topology is fine, like you understand the topology, you definitely know what you need for the topology to work, but it's the forms that are like affecting you. These UVs are not great. This is like way too stretched out, so you're gonna have issues. Same for this one right here, that UV for the skull, definitely not ideal. Same like what's the word, topology for that skull, not really what we want. So this one I would probably take out, to be honest, the Bolonardo. I know you're here on the chat here on Twitch, so I would probably take this one out. I don't think it's helping you too much. I'll keep the Game Boy, keep this one, keep this one, keep this one. This one's, I would probably take the eyes out. I'll probably take this one out. This one I would just change the presentation. This one I would take out, and this one I would take out. That will be my advice for the portfolio to keep it or make it a little bit more solid. Okay.